A big week ahead for President Trump's pick for the next Attorney General. William Barr meeting with lawmakers on Capitol Hill last week ahead of his confirmation hearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee set to begin on Tuesday. He faces some tough questioning on his views on the Mueller investigation. Our next guest is the author of the book, True Faith and Allegiance. Let's bring in Alberto Gonzales. He's former U.S. Attorney General under President George W. Bush and a dean at the Belmont University College of Law. Your Honor, good to have you on the program this morning. Thanks for being here.
Delighted to be here, Maria.
Take us through the process. What are you expecting in these upcoming confirmation hearings next week for William Barr?
Well, I think it's an interesting process. Obviously, a lot of tough questions will be coming both from Republicans because there are some tough issues, challenges for the Attorney General for the Department of Justice these days. Obviously, the Democrats will be very curious, most curious about Bill Barr's policies, I think, on criminal justice. He's known as a very tough law and order kind of person, and obviously with the passage of the new crime bill, perhaps there's a shift in thinking about criminal justice, and obviously there'll be a lot of questions about Bill Barr's view about the Mueller investigation, allowing the investigation to go forward, has been reported already. He's reassured certain members of Congress that he believes the investigation should continue, and so, but there'll still be a lot of questions about that, and also about the scope of presidential power. Today we're talking a lot about emergency power, the ability of the president to declare an emergency, and so I'm sure he's going to get a lot of questions about the scope of presidential power vis-a-vis the role of Congress in terms of oversight. So these are the kinds of questions I think Bill Barr is going to be asked about.
Should there be oversight of Robert Mueller?
Well, typically it's the head of the Department of Justice who provides oversight, and of course Bob Mueller then provides a report that goes to the Attorney General, provided to the White House, and there'll have to be a decision made as to whether or not that report is provided to Congress, and if so, is it going to be redacted? Will it be a summary? So these are the kind of decisions that will happen. But yes, there's an oversight. There should be oversight on every executive branch official as a practical matter, and ideally that oversight is provided by the head of the Department of Justice.
So that would be, you would expect William Barr. Will William Barr, do you think, be forced to recuse himself from the Mueller investigation for any way? I know that has been an argument out there, certainly on the left.
Well, he obviously wrote this memo to the department questioning the authority of the special counsel to investigate the president with respect to obstruction. And so that creates an appearance of possible bias and prejudice. And so if I'm Bill Barr, I'm going to have a conversation with the career ethics officials at the Department of Justice and get their advice. And then he'll have to make a decision as to whether or not to follow that advice. I think as a practical matter, you know, you take a political hit sometimes if you do not follow the advice from career officials. But again, every Attorney General is different. Every situation is different, and that'll be a decision that people will watch very carefully.
Because if not, then there's no oversight of Bob Mueller.
Well, there'll be an oversight by some Senate-confirmed individual. There'll be I suspect there'll be a designation, or they'll follow the chain of command. So it would flow to the next in the line of command, which would be the Deputy Attorney General or the Acting Deputy Attorney General. It would then flow to the Solicitor General. So someone would have oversight. You cannot have an executive branch official operating without someone conducting oversight over that official.
Judge, it's great to have you on the program this morning. Thanks so much.